𝙀𝙪𝙨 bobo. 𝙀𝙪𝙨 bobo. 𝙀𝙪𝙨 bobo. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Voila. 4-0. 4-0. Honestly, not much to talk about in this game. Not much to talk about in this game. Inter Miami are not a good team. PSG absolutely smacked the living daylights out of them. Only really played in the first half. We smacked them. Voila. Listen, for me, before I go and say, so before all the Messi tarts come out, Messi for me is the GOAT. Messi is the greatest player I've ever seen. Messi currently, this moment, is the best player of all time, for me, in my opinion. However, honestly, I'm happy we smacked him. First and foremost, as a PSG fan, based on all the stuff that he said about the club afterwards, the disrespect whilst he was at the club, all the stuff, bad-mouthing the club after he's left, what he said to Vitinha, all this stuff, it was a living hell. We didn't force Messi to come to PSG. He wanted the money. He liked the money. After he left, all the excuses in the world. So I'm happy that we beat Messi on, club to player perspective. And on top of that, I'm also happy we beat Inter Miami. Because honestly, the club, everything around it, yes, it's a pop star club, David Beckham, so on and so forth. But I'm also happy we smacked them. They didn't deserve to be in this tournament. There's much more deserving teams in MLS. They didn't win MLS Cup. They need to find a fugazi reason to include Messi in this tournament. They said, we'll give it to the team that won the Supporters' Shield. Disgusting, nothing. If they had won MLS Cup, they would have given it to them for that. Ridiculous. So I'm happy on that stand. Not really much else to say about this game. We absolutely cooked them. Obviously, all the Messi tars, all the Barca fans, going saying Messi can still win. Obviously, none of you guys actually believe that it was going to happen. Thought, maybe at first, no. Messi today had an okay game. I got about 6.7 if you look here on FotMob. Was definitely Inter Miami's best player. Or 6.9, pardon me. Definitely their best player. Got a couple shots off, but did a lot of had some good touches, a couple dribbles, so on and so forth, but did also a whole lot of Messi and walking a lot. There was that, especially when PSG had a lot of the ball, there was times where this guy would not move from a 5-meter radius. And yes, he's the best player of all time, but this guy doesn't press. And especially now, playing against a team like PSG, they're always going to get smacked. So that's all I'm going to say on that aspect. From the PSG perspective, once again, you look at the momentum. This is the momentum. Just looking at the first half alone. First half momentum, all PSG. No Inter Miami whatsoever. PSG dominated the entire half. And in the second half, while you see Inter Miami, it was a lot more of a tight affair. But even then, nothing major from Inter Miami. If you look at the stats, specifically in the first half alone, Inter Miami didn't have a single shot, let alone a single shot on target. 0.00 XG compared to PSG with 10 shots, 6 shots on target, 6 big chances created, etc. so on and so forth. So, completely dominated them in the second half. PSG played at 60%, just like the possession here. 60%, weren't pressing nearly as hard, weren't going in tackles nearly as much, and Inter Miami were better, but it's also because PSG weren't nearly as good. From the PSG players quickly, I thought once again, man of the match, João Neves, 2 goals in this game. I thought he would win the ball back, but I just think the team as a whole was excellent today. One thing I will say, one slight downside is I thought 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎 today wasn't good. I think the 7.7 rating masks his performance. According to FotMob here, he had a better game than 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎. And that's where I go and say that. Listen, I love 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼. 𝙬𝙬𝘼's my guy, but today too many losses. I think he lost the most duels with 8. I think he completed 1 successful dribble. 2 of 6, lost the ball a lot, was caught on the ball a lot. Not a good game by 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼, but again, still got a 7.7 rating, same as Barcola, who I thought was absolutely excellent today, and got a higher match rating than 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎, who I think was better than him as well. So just goes to show that these FotMob ratings, as they can be used and they're good, they take into account a lot of metrics, aren't conclusive. Final point to touch on is what 𝙋𝙊𝘿𝘾𝘼 Dembélé came on. People go and say, he got a 6.3. Dembélé, this is his first game back in 3 weeks' time. Played 30 minutes and whatnot in a team where PSG were coming. They were already leading by 4-0. They weren't pressing nearly as much. I'm not even sure we played, honestly, because typically he sort of comes in, plays as a false 9, drops in, but he was low-key playing as a midfielder. So not much else to say. We move on. Can't really get too excited. I said we win by 3. We won by 4. We move on. I mean, this whole disgusting thing, Inter Miami, so on and so forth, it's done. We move on. We'll go and face the winner of either Flamengo or Bayern Munich. Voilà. Faut rester concentré. Game by game. Job's not finished. On reste concentré. Thank you guys very much. And remember, stay safe, stay kind, stay blessed. Godspeed.